Like say shalom, koloyim la Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Also with the honest that was a GMS, honest to the Akim, and peace and bless you, brothers and sisters that listen, the hopeful elect. Koloyim la Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I'd like to just quick lesson today to the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on knowing your value as a man. Okay, because it was quote unquote Valentine's Day. We should did lessons before on this, Saint Valentine, where does the holiday go back to? And it's a simp day, man. Okay, especially the what it is today. Pretty much you're entering into her world. Okay, this whole society is based off of woman worship, what the Bible calls the Queen of Heaven, and that spirit through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is getting cast down. It's getting cast down, man. Seen some tweet, which I hope that guy was joking. He said that he didn't eat for 3 days so he can get his girl a Valentine's Day gift. That's being a simp, man. Okay? So you put yourself at risk to get her a gift. I hope you were joking, man. All right? Everybody knows, man, if you want to make a woman unhappy, you give her everything. Because you're not supposed to go out your way to please women, man. Okay? How much guys then did Valentine and this and that and expensive wedding and rings, and in 5 years you get divorced. That's the average time span for divorce in this country is 5 years. It's nothing. It's nothing sacred about marriage. It's a joke. And the woman leaves with the bag. Right? Half your money is gone. Okay? Whatever retirement 401k, half of that goes to her unless you have a prenup. All right, which most of you men don't do because you're not supposed to get legally married. That is a trap, man. Okay, so this whole society is just completely wicked, man. Okay, and it never taught us our value as men and how to be men. Okay, and what does the Most High look for in men? Right, pretty much tells you to feed into your flesh, man. That's why the scripture says, Proverbs 6:26. Let me get that. Just do a quick lesson, man. Nothing too long. Okay, the beauty of this truth, man, you find out about female nature, man. All right, the scripture says this. People talk about red pill today. The Bible been told you thousands of years ago, man. Our forefathers had it right. Okay, it says Proverbs 6:26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, which that's the majority of women today. Okay, majority of my thoughts jumping from dude to dude, only fans. Okay. So there's nothing. What are you chasing, man? A piece of ass? They're not marriage material, man. Okay, they damn sure ain't good wives, and they damn sure would not make good mothers, man. Because society don't teach them that, man. And who do you have to thank for that? The devil, Aisha, man. He has created a safe haven for whores. So scripture says, for by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. Nothing. Okay? So going out your way, simping and trying to make her happy is going to lead to a piece of bread. You should have saved that money. Okay? All right? What about making yourself happy, man? Okay? And your freedom above all, man. All right? It says, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Hey, well, that's the majority of them. Right? They take your soul. You see, and move on to the next one because you're no longer interested. You see, and that's why the scripture says, let me get Sirach 25:24. See, so these women being a whorish woman, the scripture tell you that, you know what I mean? And having this wisdom, you know that these women, they wreck careers, use bank accounts, guys is on the street, homeless, man. Okay, child support. God forbid you have kids, man. That's these whorish women, man. All right, that scripture says this. And also we know Aisha uses the woman to oppress you. Okay? He controls the Israelite man through his woman. You see? But call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the men that's in his truth, and he's subjugated to that, man. All right? And not only that, the Most High, you got these average jakes, they know about these female nature, man. Okay, and that's the downfall of the Israelite man, is following his woman, man. Okay, not putting our ass in check, man. All right, scripture says this, Sirach 25:24. So masculinity is now entering back into the earth, man, through this truth, man. The man being on top and being dominant. All right. Knowing his value. Sirach 25:24 says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died, man. So following her is going to lead to what? Death, man. Putting her on a pedestal is going to lead to what? Death. All right. Death, 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 man. Okay. The scripture says, oh man. So, you Edomites, you got a lot to pay for too. All right. Because, you teach, like we said, you use the woman to oppress the man because she's supposed to bow the knee, man, to the man. You got it. In this society, it's the other way around. The man is bowing the knee, trying to get her affection. What? That's crazy, man. That's absolutely insane, man. And she done dealt with how much men before, and you're going to go marry her and put a ring on her finger and spend $30,000 at a wedding? The whole wedding is about her. And she has white on? Come on, man. It's time to level up, man. Okay? And that's what scripture says. Let me get Job, the 10th chapter. So, I had to do this lesson today to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah just came on me. I said, man, fuck all this bullshit, man. All right? Scripture says this. Job 10:20. It says, let's go. Oh, are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little before I go whence, and I will not return, even to the land of darkness and to the shadow of death, which is this land right here. This is the land, this is the valley of the shadow of death that King David was talking about. Because the Israelites are in a dead state, because we've been separated from our power, our culture, our laws, our identity has been stripped. All right? We don't even know the basic dynamics of a relationship, right? Because you haven't been taught. But this truth, like we said, has brought us back to that, man. How the Most High intended it to be from the beginning. The woman underneath the man. All right? When these women can't get with that, the vast majority of them are going to die. They're going to get left behind. Things about to get real hard in America, man. We see the crime rate is through the roof, man. Okay? It's getting crazy out here, man. Shooting, stabbings, women getting stabbed up, pushed on train tracks. They trying to blame drill music. That's another video, man. But it's getting crazy, man. All right. They said shoplifting going up in LA is getting bad. All right. And this is why I talk about knowing your value. Because I'm going to bring those precepts out in a minute. But the scripture says this. For whence I return, even to the land of darkness. And the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself. That's this place here. And of shadow of death without any order. Without any order. There's no order in this place, man. That's what it's called, Babylon, confusion. And where the light is as darkness. This truth is seen as wickedness here. Okay, they call it evil. They call it misogyny. Which that means to hate women. We don't hate women, man. Okay, correcting her is not hate. Okay, reproving her is not hate, man. Well, you're teaching her, okay, that she could be liberated and independent and be a whore as deaf, giving her the ability to kill her child, okay, and continue being a whore and to avoid a responsibility and accountability. That is death, man. Okay, there's nothing righteous or morally upright about that, man. That scripture says light is as darkness. It's as darkness. Okay? And this is why the scripture says this is the mindset that we are supposed to adopt. Okay? Ecclesiastes 12:12. It says, and further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books where there's no end, and studying the awareness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Oh man, call on my. The whole duty of the Israelite man is to please his power, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, man. It is nothing for Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah to make a poor man rich. It says that in the Apocrypha. Sirach, the 11th chapter. There's nothing for the Most High to give you women. He told King David that. When he cursed him out through the prophet Nathan on him committing adultery. That's nothing. That's child's play. A wicked 2/3 nigga could get women, man. Okay, so they're not worth chasing, man. And look at their mindset, man. Okay, I've seen some video. They asked them, "Do you want a 9-to-5 guy, a scammer, drug dealer?" Majority of them said they want a drug dealer and a scammer. So she doesn't have any wisdom, man. A scammer and a drug dealer doesn't make a good spouse, a husband, significant other. He doesn't make a good father. He's not going to be around. He's going to be dead or he's going to be in jail. Okay, so why would you follow a creature like that, man? All right, she's supposed to be ruled over. And this is where I get to the scripture now. They bring out a couple of priests of 1 Corinthians 11:3. All right, so the rise of manhood. All right, and this is something that we're all learning because we weren't taught this. 1 Corinthians 11:3, but I will have you know that the head of every man is the Mashiach, Yahushai. And the head of the woman is the man. The head of the woman is the man. They don't teach that. They teach equality. Right? And nothing in nature is equal, man. Nothing. There's a hierarchy. Everybody knows that there's a food chain. And even amongst the same animals, there's no equality. What they call a quote unquote, there's an alpha. Right? Everybody has to be subject to obedient to him, like a lion and a pride. Okay? He's the top guy. He eats first. Okay? And all the lionesses are subject to him. So it's the same thing with us, man. She has to be subject to you. And they can't get with that right now. And that's okay. Because the Most High said this. I'm not going to spend too long in this lesson. I'm going to just get straight to the point, man. All right? Isaiah 4:1, classic. And this whole Isaiah 4:1, it could be a lesson within itself. It says Isaiah 4:1, and in that day, and that day is approaching, Jacob's trouble, 7 women completion shall take hold of one man. Who's it talking about? The Israelite man, the elect. All right. The scripture calls us the precious sons of Zion, which was comparable to fine gold in Lamentation, the 4th chapter. We have lost that status because we fell. But the Most High, and we're going to keep reading though, who eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Let us only be called by thy name. They'll take on your name. They want to be married to you, join unto you, man, to take away our reproach, our sin. Okay? Because great judgment is coming, man, to this earth, man. And most of these women going to get caught up in it. So they know the only way to make it up out of here through that hell, they have to attach themselves to one of the elect men. The vast majority of you are going to get left behind. That's a fact, man. Because you've been too damn wicked, man. Like scripture says, you wanton and you just all the way to the left, man. Right? You've been indoctrinated, intoxicated with the ways of the serpent. And you're going to die. All right? And like the scripture says, well, let us wear our own apparel and make our own bread. So they're going to have to what? They're going to need to win you over in order to make it. So that's what we get on this whole Valentine dudes going out their way singing and R&B, nigga. Get out of here with all that shit, man. They're going to have to need to win you over in order to make it up out of here, man. That's coming, man. Okay? Because Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah said, I'm going to read this last precept. There's another video I want to get to. Isaiah 13:12. All right? So we are precious in the sight of the Most High. Forget what the world think. Forget what these hoes think. All right? The Most High is about to do a complete 180. Okay? Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. It's talking about the elect men. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So the Most High is making us more precious than fine gold, man. Because we have the most precious gift, which is this truth, man. So if he blessed you with this gift, you're not no ordinary dude. You're not no nigga. All right? You are son of the power, man. Yasharallah, man. And we must never forget that, man. Okay, and the Most High is about to elevate this truth and at the same time elevate his men. All right? And everybody's going to see that, man. Because Aisha is going down. Okay, he's being cast down. His image being cast down, his philosophy, his ways. Babylon is getting cast down. And at the same time, we on the rise, man. So like I said, after this quick lesson, say to the power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, we must all know our value. All right? So that, I'm going to say, Shalom.